monster when they come to handle.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins.
All day, baby, let's go! Let's go!
Set 50, plant. Hey, echo.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Yo, go, go. Hey.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
4 down, 4 down.
Hey, Charlie. Yes. Ready?
On first down, Cooper. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Yep. Smooth. Get it.
Now Cooper from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On second down now, it's Cross. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
Set. 18 Gator.
Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Titans on
Big grip.
Cooper now on third down. And that is incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunning, there to get a hand in.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
On the ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey.
Go. Shoot.
On first down, Carrington. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On second down, Carrington. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
Set, ready? 60 on.
Throwing on first down. Cash on the motion, down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
On second down now, Carrington. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cash. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone, you got 4.
2 draw quarters.
Cooper to throw on second down. Going for the deep ball. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check 61, matchbox lights. Now!
Use you. Come to me.
Ready?
Here's Cooper operating from the gun. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Pilot, 64, wait, get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
In your face.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check 99. Check 99.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
We're scoreless after 1. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
That's the way.
Back to throw. Cash. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, orbit.
Back to throw is Cooper. Off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Run. He's trying right here. He's trying to the right.
Ready.
Now Cooper throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Second down set at the 34-yard line.
To throw on second down. Cash. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Stand. Hey, shoot.
To throw on third down. Cash. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Ready up.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
80 weapons. Shoot.
On first and 10. Cash. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
97, let's go.
To throw from his end zone. Cooper. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 2.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, Heavy.
Go.
What you got?
Hey.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Cooper. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Crawford. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 30 yards. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks. They'll run on first down. Cross. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
53 is mine. You run. Say. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shift. SOS.
Go.
SOS.
Cooper now to throw on third down. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. He's going to go for a big play. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Let's go.
57.
X3. 218. Chop.
Watch the screen. Watch the shit.
Get it.
Now a give, right side. Carrington. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Switch on travel.
Back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it.
General West. Stay trip.
Back to throw. Cash. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Cash. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 11.
You see me out here? That's what. We can't be stopped.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Got it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carrington. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
On 3rd down, Cash. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check recon, 132 fighter.
Check out read.
Get it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 1st down, Cash. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Topper! Shoot!
Cooper on 1st down. And Daniels has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
All day, every day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On the set.
53 is the mic.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cooper throwing on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready. 10-2 start.
Hey, we got 4 down.
61, matchbox lights.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Ready.
97's the mic. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 49, check 49.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, high 7. Look at me, zipper. Ready.
Back to throw is Cooper. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmts.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Protein spell.
Throwing on first down. Cash. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
It's 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Cash, hard throw, incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. He was looking for Daniels that time.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st and 10, Cash under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Jim. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Now a give, right side. Carrington. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got 3.
Now Cooper throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Crawford. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cooper. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Carrington, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
6-6. Pull it high.
Looking to throw. Cash. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cooper now to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead. and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
On the double.
Cooper throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Cooper throwing on 4th down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
3 down.
Back to throw is Cooper. From the gun, he'll throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Daniels that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the ready.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. 3 down.
Now Cooper, off play action. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Daniels that time. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Bravo.